Hello everyone, welcome back. The third video of this football table. I fixed the rest of the modeling because I don't want to take too much time streaming this. So I also added UVs, but didn't really fix all the UVs. So I kept some things that I can show you here in this model. And I also want to apologize to the live chat yesterday. The box chat that I had was frozen, so I didn't see people commenting. And yeah, apologize again. People were talking and commenting, and I just the chat box was frozen. Didn't see any comment. Thought nobody was there. Okay. Anyways, let's see. I'm just gonna give some time till some people come to the chat. All right. Okay, let me just start. Okay, so I fixed most of the UVs. Let's go to the UV layout. And there are some UVs, UV add-ons that I recommend. And so let's see. All right, let me just start with this. And I separated everything to, as you can see here, this is the base wood piece. And just combined some objects together. Let's see. Press U and U to add UVs. And as you can see, we have a small message here that it says failed. So let's see. First thing I do is using the text tool add-on. It's you can download this add-on. It's for free. It's in the description. With this add-on, I select everything. Make sure this is disabled. This sync is disabled. Just go to text tools, and here we have overlap. So I click overlap. You can see all the faces that are overlapped. And so I do have some and when you see a dot here, this means that you have an object in your scene that does not have any UVs. So I'm just gonna select this dot, go here. Okay, select it again. This way, whatever I select here will be selected here as well. So let me just grab this. So these pods don't have any UVs. I'm gonna Shift H so I can isolate these, hide the rest. Okay, so since this symmetry, I'm just gonna do one and then use symmetry. Okay. Grab this, I'm just gonna select this edge and this one and this one. Just press Ctrl Shift V, or here, mark seams. I have shortcuts, clear seams and mark seams. Just get a symmetry, like so, like so. I think now it's good. Abdu. What is this, the connection? I think that's my brother. I don't know. Okay. Thank you for joining. Okay, so yeah, let's see whether select everything U to unwrap everything. And now disable this, select everything, make sure everything's selected, overlap. Okay, let's see. Now we don't have any extra dots here. And we have only this piece, I think. First dot, yeah, only this piece left that overlaps itself, which needs some UV fixes. So let's see how we can fix this. First dot to zoom in. Okay, so I have this piece, it's a cylinder. Just hide the rest and see. Okay, so we have this piece, which is a cylinder and doesn't have any seam, so it can be opened. So if you have any cylindrical shape, you definitely need a seam that goes from the first circle to the second one, like so. So mark seam. I will use the shortcut for the rest of the tutorial, so you can do it faster. So let's unwrap this one by itself. Alt H. I'll select everything and everything here. And let's use UV Packer. It's a free add-on as well. It's a very cool add-on, honestly. Packs the UVs in a very good way. Uses most of the space. I really recommend it. And yeah, you can even set the padding. Want a large padding, you have more space. So I like to keep it 4, but in this case it's just a high poly modeling, so UVs aren't a big issue here. Especially if I use procedural material, it doesn't really matter. Probably don't even need UVs, but just for the sake of this live stream, I'll add UVs in case anyone want to use them. And this model will be uploaded on my website, angonx.com. The website is in the link in the description. You won't find this one yet if you're looking, if you see this today, but I will upload this very soon. Alright. So let's see whether we have any overlapped faces. Okay, no overlapping faces. Press dot. Yeah, everything's good. This one is all good. Now we see this one. Let's go to edit mode, press A to select everything, A again, and let's press U, unwrap, and this is what we get. Select overlap here in the text tools, click dot, yeah, so everything's good. Also like to check this display stretch. It's a good way to see whether you have any odd stretching, especially if you have a orange color, yellow color, which you really want to avoid. Yeah, so everything looks good. We have this little bit light blue, but that's okay. And I want to pack this using the UV packer. Let's pack this. Okay, looks good. Probably put them in the same, or maybe not. Let's just keep them separate. And you unwrap, and let's pack UV. Okay. All right. So I'll just keep doing this for the rest of the parts. This one done. Wait a sec, did we finish this? Yeah. This one is done. So let's do for these. Let's press U and U. Because by the way, I already added all the seams, so that's why I'm just pressing U and U to unwrap. In your case, you wanna add the themes before you unwrap. Let's pack it. Let's see whether we have any overlapping UVs. No overlapping UVs. Good. This is done. Done. Thanks. Do the same thing. Nothing overlapped. And let's use UV packer. If you don't want to have these rotated this way, just gonna do this disable this pre-rotate. This should work, yeah. That's straight, even though we have 90 degrees, so we could also do it like so. But I don't mind. Good. Let's see. All right. Let's go metal parts. Let's you select everything and pack UVs. Actually, before, let's see whether we have any overlap to UVs. No overlapping UVs. It's good. Yeah, I think everything is good. So let's give it material. yeah, I think I should just start adding material to it. And where is it? Oh, well, I just deleted everything. Oh yeah, we're good. Or did I isolate? Okay. So it's gonna go to shading, layout, and let's see where we can start. Let's change this scene to this probably. And I'd like to have my reference image here. What do we have there? Okay, where's the reference image? Right. Here is our reference image. Okay. So we have, let's start with the players. We have metal, we have gray plastic, and another black for the other players. So let's do that. We have this. I thought it was chrome, but it was just a shiny black paint. Didn't really decide what to do with the lines here for the stadium or court. Okay, so now I'll start adding materials. So I'm just gonna start with the sport, isolate this, probably apply subset modifier, and okay, let's see. Okay. Don't want to use that one. So gray P for plastic, and that's the first color. We could pick the color. So let's pick this one here. Okay, I need to okay. Okay, I think this should be brighter. Probably change this to something. The environment really changes the way you add the material. So I'd love to choose something that does not add any color. Okay, I'll keep this color, and okay, let's add another material. So we have this slot. Let's add the other material. This should be black plastic. So I'm just gonna write black P, and this should be completely black, or almost. And how shiny should this be? Okay, so let's first apply. So this gray should only affect some, or actually, yeah, it depends on the player. So so yeah, we don't need this black plastic, but we'll just add black for black plastic here. Very rough material, and we have shiny material there. So let's add two more, and let's give it some time. Another one. Okay, this one. Let's call it glossy black. No, come on. Glossy black. Alright, that's good. And just choose the black color. Low roughness. So let's see. Let's add this material to the part. So go to edit mode. Just give it some time. And Alt. And I want to make sure Alt Shift and click to make sure we don't have anything here. Okay. Alt L, press L, press L. Okay, now these. Okay, now I know why it's very laggy. It's because of the subdivision modifier. Should be. You know what, let's just disable it. How about that? And okay, we selected everything. Let's go to the material and just click assign. Now this material will be assigned only to these pods. Let's see how it looks. The object mode. All right. Good. I think I will use the same material for this here, and also this part. Let's duplicate this. This should be black rough plastic. Should be a little bit rough. And click Alt, Alt, all these parts. Make sure I'm faces. I mean L, not Alt. L, L. And also these. L, L. Like L, L. Okay. Perfect. People that are watching, let us know where you're from in the chat. This time I will check the chat. Next time the chat was frozen. So if anyone is watching, let me know where you're from. I would love to know. Okay, so this, all these selected, I'm just gonna give it the... okay, I did a huge mess. Just take this back to glossy black, and this one to the rough black. Let's assign to selected, and this should work. Looks like a very odd gray color. That's really odd. Yeah. Anyways, well, you know what? I think I should just look at this from the EV render. Probably cycles. I'll skip the EV. It's gonna add a plane. This is the ground. And it's gonna extrude, extrude, extrude. Loop here. Subdivide 3 times. And keep corners. Shade smooth. And we'll move this edge up. So, okay. So probably use this when I render. Maybe scale this down a little bit. That looks good. Some lights. Area light. So here for the light size and look at. Just gonna use this to point to the light. And Shift D, or add another light here. This one should be larger. Okay, let's make it larger. Here. Perfect. Okay, probably add more segments. Samples. All right. So yeah, the materials look way better than using the the material preview. So I'd rather choose EV. So yep. Let's make it even more rough. This part here. And now we need a Craw material. So let's add here another one. And actually before selecting anything, let's add that Craw material. Chrome screw. Very probably a bit blue. This could be dark as well, a bit dark, and metallic for sure, and less rough. Okay, so let's see how this one will look like. Face selection. Just gonna press L, Shift G, and try to select similar. Complete and normal. Zero point 0.0001. Okay, 0.00001. More zeros. Okay, think this helped us. No, not yet. So set another 0. How about that? No, another 0 did not help. So 0.5. 0.2. Just trying to find a way that helps selecting all these elements without so you could just Alt X, Control, drag. There you go, now we're only selecting these. That's good. And now let's assign the Craw material. Cool. Okay. These are chromic. Go. All right. So let's do the same for this one. We should probably, let's delete it. Let's duplicate this. Shift D, R, the Z-axis, 180 degrees, and I The only thing we should change here is the gray. Let's change this to black P. Plastic. A bit rough. Actually, should be glossy as well. 0.3. And the other one as well. Oh no, that's the chrome. This gray. There you go. So let's save everything and see what other parts we can add. Okay, for this one, I wish I didn't really join everything together, because it's hard to assign materials this way. Okay, it's L here, Shift G, and let's see. Okay. Very good. Perfect. This tool is really good. When you press Shift G and select perimeter. That's a weird word. Anyways, using this you can select similar shapes. This way you don't need to manually go and select them. It's a good trick. For this material, it's gonna be the same. So the new one, design, and let's use the rough black. Okay. For the metal parts, I think we should use matte black material. Okay, this plastic looks glossy, so let's use, let's assign a material to it. Yeah, all these parts have the same material, I think. Let's go to edit mode, press L, then L, and press L, then L again. Anything that should be black, just gonna press L over. Okay. Press L again. And how about this should be plastic as well. So no, I'll keep it rough. But this one maybe no, this one's separate, so let's forget about that. And oh yeah, we have one here. These two should be black. Perfect. Just gonna press add a new, assign it. Let's see which material we should assign it to. It's a glossy black. Yeah. That's cool. Let's deal with this one. Okay. I think we should add a new material here. This should be a very dark gray. And I'm adding to these. I think they are metallic, probably, and shiny. 0.27. See how this looks in the cycles render. Yeah, I think. Not sure whether we need this to be metallic or not. Okay, I think we should add the denoiser. I think this just slows us down. Maybe keep it. Okay, this looks good. This is the new metal color. B, black, metal black. And I think we should just use the other plastic color to this part. Let's go to edit mode. Go back to EV. L. This. And this. And this one as well. Alright, so to assign, let's go here, add a new, assign it, and this new one should be the black rough plastic. And that is correct. Give me a moment. Alright. Alright, sorry for the delay. Okay, let's just go back. Right, so basically I'm just gonna assign the same material. This one will be easy. Search for that metal, and I think this one same. Okay. Perfect. Something about the wood material. Probably find one in Substance Launcher, and or maybe Substance Painter. Substance Source is what I'm trying to refer to. Right. Let's go to Substance Source. Come on, Substance Source. Well, that's a bad internet, isn't it? Forget about that. How about we just let's just download another texture, wood texture, and yeah. Or we can create this material. This one is important as well. Thinking whether we should. Yeah, let's open Inkscape. It's gonna do it in Inkscape. Let me think. Or could just use decal. I'm thinking to use decal instead. Yeah, let's use decal. Let's go back to modeling then. Okay. And let's select these faces. Okay, just gonna duplicate these. Isolate them. Alright. So we don't have the outer lines. We do have one. Yeah, we have the middle line. And we have circle. Let's make this dot. Let's duplicate these. Shift D. Scale it. Shift D. Subdivide. Think this should be enough. Subdivide one more time. Alright. Not sure how big this should be. Let's duplicate this again. This will be for the other circle. So this is distance is almost the same as this. I think this is enough. Subdivide this one more time. Shift D. Let's press I, D, and probably subdivide this one more time. Shift D. Press D to dissolve, E to inset, or I to inset. Yeah, I still don't like it. I think I should have transformed this to a circle first. Now press I to inset. But before doing this, I'm just gonna press D. Yeah, I think this angle is messing things up. I'm just gonna use limited dissolve instead. No, dissolve instead of limited dissolve, yeah. Set this like so. And okay. Okay, now I'm just gonna extrude these. Press E to extrude. Snap it to this. And let's make it flat. Let's use symmetry. Okay. Let's make this part. One thing though, I think we should this a little bit outside. So symmetry. Okay. Let's do this part here. It's gonna duplicate these faces. Move this up. Just to not mix with the other edges. Now let's just move this down. Snap it here. Okay, so I don't have a clean or clear image. Oh, we do have this one as well. Okay. Okay, let's use this. Almost half the stadium. Yeah, so yeah, I think the circle should be even smaller. Okay, it doesn't really need to be exactly the same. Right. Give me a second, guys. Okay. And where's the okay, so what about it? Let's go press double I to inset. Actually, one time. Like so. Delete these faces. Delete. And snap these here. Okay, now I think now we can delete the big one and these one. Symmetry like so. Okay, I'm just gonna duplicate this one. Shift D and move this side. Like so. Going to delete these faces inside here. And now this looks cool. Yeah. Okay, we do have this penalty hit from here. Yeah, so the penalty is outside. That's weird. That's how it is. Okay. Okay, so we need this arc that we have here. So I'm just gonna duplicate what I have already. These faces. Just duplicate this one only. Or the other side. Shift D. And let's do symmetry. All right. Just like so. Make this a little bit smaller. And let's try to fix this one here. So. With double G. Snap it to this point. And snap this one to this point. Let's delete all these faces. And here I'm just going to insert a loop. And insert another loop. And let's try to merge these. Yeah, I do have two vertices merge. That's good. So that's symmetry this way and that way. Okay. The last thing I'm gonna do is just move this slightly upwards. That's cool. Yep, we're done with this one. Let's give it a nice white material and we're good to go. New material, white. So, not sure whether this should be rough or not. Oh yeah, I forgot about this circle. So press O. Shift D to duplicate, move it exactly where this player stands, because this is the player that will shoot the ball. Split from the front. Yeah, I think that's good. Perfect. Okay. Yeah, now what about this material? How can we achieve it? I think I would use looks like a cloth material. But I think I'll use Voronoi, probably Voronoi texture. And not here. This one. We already have many materials. Just gonna add another one. This one should be the court. Okay. Looks very noisy. No idea how to achieve that. Let's see some other reference images. Yeah. So it definitely has bump map. That's 100%. So search for Voronoi texture. Make it a black material. Or almost black. And pretty rough. 0.42 or 4. And to assign that material, first have to go to edit mode, press L. This way I have this carpet, this object, this element, is that what we call it? And let's assign the current material. Perfect. And now I'm just going to use this as a bump map. Shift A, search for roughness. No. Bump map. Bump. Assign this here and assign that one to the height. Control T. You need to enable the Voronoi. Not the Voronoi. What the heck am I talking about? You need to enable the Wrangler, node Wrangler add-on. Press F4. Go to in preference. You have add-on. Search for node Wrangler. There you go. This one. This way you can use many shortcuts here in the shading editor. It's very good, very useful. Okay, so probably scale this up. I do want to invert the bump. And we could also use F1 smooth instead. This should look better. Let's take this to 700. Or even more, probably 1,200. 2,000. 2,800. I think this should work. Let's see how this looks in these cycles. Even though I don't have a strong GPU, and also the denoiser doesn't really help. Okay, so let's zoom in a little bit. Let's see this view. And I'm just I think I should just render this instead. In I think it looks fine, so I don't think I should check this out. Oh, by the way, forgot this part here. We should add Chrome to this. Do we have Chrome? No. So let's add another slot and go to edit mode, press L, select this one, screw, and this one as well. Let's assign this. This should be Chrome screw. Perfect. Nice. So I think we are left with the wood, which is the most challenging part. I hope can find a good material. Okay. Should I open Substance Painter or not? I really wanted to do everything in Blender, but I think I'm just gonna use Substance Painter to find a good wood. Yeah, I think that's the only choice. Okay, so let's do it. It's gonna boot. Substance Painter. It's the new window. Substance Painter. Nope, that's the chat. Where is Substance? There you go. This one. All right. New. And OpenGL. And this should work. Okay, let's search for the, yeah, I have to export. So let's export this to Substance. There you go. I think we selected everything. Shift E to export. Okay, so I'm just exporting this to FBX, so we can open this in Substance Designer. I mean Painter, Substance Painter. I don't know why I'm calling this Designer. Anyways, so there you go. Open. Okay. Perfect. Yeah, I like it. So I'm just gonna delete. Oh no, we have many materials. I didn't really plan. Okay, so our material is this one. Yeah, exactly this one. Yeah, we're good, we're good. So let's add a fill. To that fill, I'm just gonna name it wood. And let's search for a good wood material. Okay. Old wood material. Okay. Which one should we choose? Oh, this one. Probably change the scale to 4. Let's not use the height map, let's use normal map instead. Don't have metallic. I don't know about that. Don't really like this one. Let's use this one instead. Yeah, this one has these tiled. It's tiled, so yeah, can't use this one either. Very buggy. I mean, performance is bad. Okay, so substance launcher, substance source is working. I was just searching for a nice material. I don't know, probably go with this. This one maybe. Probably change the rotation. Do we have a rotation here? Also the color does not look the same. Yeah, we need the dark wood. Yeah, it's quite hard to find a good material. One that exactly looks like the one that we have. Okay. So now you can see the materials. Okay, so let's browse for one. Let's see the reference here. Very old material. Old wood. Yeah, looks like this one a little bit. Maybe. Maybe we should make our own. I think I have to pick one from the top here. It looks Hmm. Not really sure. Doesn't really need to be the same though. All right. Let's give this one a try. All right, so let's see. It's not that dark, is it? It's kind of mixed. Definitely want to rotate this. This looks correct. Yep. You know what? This one looks good actually. Could add some mask and just paint this out to add these details. But I think I'll just do this offline because it's a little bit too late. Also forgot about to make the balls. Probably make them now if I go. Also forgot about adding screws here. That's really not necessary. Anyways. Okay, so let's try to add a 4K. Yeah, let's export this to 4K. I wish I just took only the yeah, that's fine because the UVs are mixed with the other materials, but that's fine. I'll just okay. I'm good with that. Probably see some filters here we can add. Also, I want to make sure I'm not using height map. No, instead. And we need for metallic. So I'm just gonna bake the or export the color, roughness, and normal, and OpenGL instead. OpenGL again. So let's add more intensity to the normal map. Can't really see. Yeah, no big change. Anyways, I'll keep it this way. Just gonna export 8K maybe. Should I keep it 4? Yeah, I think everything is good. Okay. So let's export this. Just gonna export this one. Should have named it wood instead. Let's see the output. Here, and let's just choose color, roughness, and normal. .4K. PNG is good. And sorry, I didn't. Yeah. So let's get normal, diffuse, roughness. That's all we. Normal map. Where's normal map? Yeah, normal, diffuse. Oh yeah, good. We're good. So let's find a good location for all this. Yeah, I think you can't see everything, but it's okay. Let's export. Oh, no way. I kept the substance source in the top. Okay, now I deleted it. Oh, that's too late. Okay. Great. Just gonna save this. Okay. Back to Blender. This material is the wood material. It's called wood. Okay, so let's drag and drop the textures. Okay, diffuse. Let's see how this diffuse looks good. Not very high quality. It's fine. Normal map. Actually, roughness should be non-color, I think. Yep. Add normal map. Search for normal. This should be non-color. Okay, I think we're done. Most of the materials are good. And the only thing left is a good cycles render, and this will be available on my website, angonex.com. So this stream was a little bit messed up, but I think the next one will be fun. The next one will do some Inkscape things and also put all the vector drawings that I made in Inkscape and just